In this episode, I test out the bike's crash protection. We continue to push through the Vietnamese jungle. The scenery turns more mountainous as we head north. And I lose the group in a forest. Waking up at dawn, I decided to get the drone out to have a look at the area we arrived in last night. Something I have not been disappointed with so far this trip is the scenery. This place does not cease to put up amazing vistas with mountains and lakes around every corner. We arrived at our homestay last night after travelling from Hanoi along mostly main roads. We were aiming to reach a homestay in the Bắc Hà district by tonight. This would mean climbing another 4,000 feet in elevation. But before reaching the next stop, we were going to have to tackle a few difficult roads along the way. Day 2. Let's do this. I am very keen. Had an awesome morning. Got the drone out a little bit. Really nice breakfast. Feels like I've been here so long already, but we're literally only on day 2. Oh yeah. First bridge pass. Shit. That's lethal. I can't even imagine the kid's hand. He looked like he was loving it though. Hit the next one too. God damn. These kids are built different. It's so cool. Imagine growing up here. I know we're pretty privileged in Australia with all the things that we get there and that we take for granted, but I mean, growing up here does seem pretty cool. Like the kids are being kids most of the time. You see them out playing on the streets, they're laughing, they're having fun, doing all that stuff, but the kids are just kids here, and they're so nice and they're so friendly. It's pretty awesome to see. I guess they take after their parents because all the adults here are just as nice. Had a whole scooter on the back of the scooter. It's Rossi! It's Rossi! I like the 250. They're a nice bike. I mean, compared to the power I'm used to on my other bikes, even I off-road my 500 a little bit, CBR 500, even though it's not really a dirt bike. It's a bit more gruntier than this, but that's okay. In a place like this, you don't really need heaps amounts of power. The more power you get on a bike, the heavier they get. And you definitely don't want to be a heavy adventure bike. Be cool doing a 450, that would be pretty cool through here. But a 200 will satisfy plenty. And I haven't even got to the tough stuff yet. So we'll see how that goes. Might not even be able to handle a 450. But as for the CRF, I'm loving it. Not the comfiest thing to sit on for 6 hours straight, but I don't think most bikes are anyway. Suspension's pretty good. I'm used to very stiff suspension. Get to a log, roll over it. Mine, you hit it, you stump straight into it. So the wheels are good, suspension's good, power's enough. Handles pretty well. Like even on these twisties, we're not sending it that much, but I know we could do a lot more. Tipping it in, tips in really good. The other thing is I've never ridden a dirt bike before. I was thinking about it. So I would say I have a lot of dirt experience, but if you've watched my channel enough, you'll know that that dirt experience is on a CBR 500 transformed into somewhat of an adventure bike. I thought the skills I have are pretty transferable to the stuff I'm going to be doing. And I don't mean to trump my own horn too much, but I do consider myself a fairly competent rider, I guess. I can handle my own. Motherfucker. I was adjusting my foot. Alrighty, I think this is where we're starting. The good stuff. This place is gorgeous. Whoa! Alex is just picking every mud hole he can go through. You and me? All right. Yeah. Too short for this shit. Woo! Fucking A. So pretty. I don't reckon there's any more up, hey?
There is, but fuck it.
Yeah.
We don't have to kill ourselves on day one.
We finally got to put some of our off-roading skills to the test, and I tell you what, I definitely had a lot to learn. But I was sure over the next couple of days I was bound to pick up a thing or two. Continuing out of what I can only describe as a jungle, the worst of this area was behind us. We soon arrived at some solid ground and made our way along roads, dodging potholes and over rickety bridges. The landscapes were stunning, although you had to be careful taking your eyes off the road, as dodging dogs, cats, cows, and yes, chickens, was a never-ending task. We had arrived in Vietnam 10 days after a major typhoon had wreaked havoc across the north of the country. The effects of its destruction were quite visible, with many landslides and people still working very hard to clean up the mess. We were hesitant to visit the country during this time, but we were assured it is still a great time to visit, and also the tourism people like us offer, if anything, is a boost to the local economies during a time it is needed more than ever. When riding on the hard bitumen, it's quite easy to open up the throttle a bit and enjoy the twisties. You still have to be very careful of oncoming traffic, as trucks are not always on the right, or shall I say, the correct side of the road. After climbing into the sky for a little while, I was told to ride a bit ahead and pull my drone out to get a few cool shots. I just should have asked for directions when the group passed me again, as I was going to need them.
Like this. Surely this is where he meant. Let's get the drone out.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
Let's wait for this baby to come back. I fucking crashed it into the ground because I forgot it was in sports mode, and I automatically thought it'll avoid the ground, and it didn't. There she is. You better not hit that. Do you need a bit of help? There we go. Too many leaves and grass, I reckon. We got a little bit banged up. Propellers are looking okay. Trailing edge somehow got a bit damaged. Oh, leading edge a little bit banged. Pack you up and catch up with the others. Okay, let's catch up with everybody else. Now that we got the drone pics. Let's go. Fuck. They go up or down? I'm going up. This does not look like the right way. What the fuck? Far out. Lost in the Vietnamese mountains. Booyah. Oh my god. Kim, why didn't you give me any bloody directions? Bro, there were so many forks in the road. I went right and I got to a dead end, and then there was another fork and I had got to a dead end again. Are they just waiting down there?
Thankfully, I found the rest of the group after about 30 minutes. Can't say I was too keen on getting lost in the mountains as the sun was setting. Luckily, most of the technical off-road riding was done for the day, but that didn't mean I could relax. As we gained elevation, the temperature dropped, and we could see that the ground was wet from recent rain. And I was about to find out just how slippery.
Man, they're putting me to shame. She can do it with 3 kids on the back. So slippery. I can't turn around there. I need to go up to turn around. Thank you.
We had to turn around after taking a wrong turn for our homestay. I can understand how easy it is to do, as there are so many forks where the road separates into several directions, and most of the time, there's no reception, and even if there is, Google Maps has no idea about a fraction of the roads here. To be honest, most of the roads that we take anyway are just motorcycle or moped trails. We saw the sun fall behind the mountains as we continued navigating the slippery terrain. I don't know how these men and women do it. We were constantly showed the skill of riding mopeds as the Vietnamese carried 20-kilogram bags of rice and whole families on these small machines, even on muddy slopes. Unfortunately, my camera ran out of storage as we kept riding, but we kept going for several hours, climbing up a landslide-ridden dirt road to our destination, which we were all very happy to finally reach. We downed a couple of well-earned beers before having a meal and a special dessert of some sort of flaming banana custard thingamabob that tasted great. Then we all had no trouble falling asleep. Join me in the next episode as we wake up in a lovely town with not so lovely weather. We continue north along questionable bridges, through stunning mountains and rice fields. We have our fair share of crashes. And I find out why the chicken crossed the road.